Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Another Kismet Draft, and it's a poopy rare, which is the Pack Hunters. So nothing too exciting there, but I am very excited for one of the best limited cards in the game. It is none other than In the Halls of Twilight. I am very much a fan of this card. So I definitely will be taking that. I mean, there's obviously some other good cards here. If you want to try do the Tricolor Dream, Couplet is good. I'm not going to try to do that. I don't like doing tricolor. Obviously, it's about balancing the power and consistency. 2 colors is enough for my liking. So, yeah, happy to get in the halls. Maybe we can do another Death Chant deck. I've been doing a lot of those lately, as some of you have probably already seen. But obviously, a great start there. As if you get this down early, you're going to generate an immense amount of value, provided, of course, you're not getting super rushed down. So you do need to obviously have. I mean, every deck really needs to have early interaction. So 2 good cards here, Guilt and a Ferret. I'll take the Ferret. Sadly, both in the same pack. It's a bit of a shame. But yeah, Ferret is great, so we'll take that. Take the big guy. So, yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, Verdict is... It's, obviously, the earlier you get it down, the better. But even, since you know it's in your deck, if you're, like, say, for example, my deck, I likely am going to be topping out at 6 as my highest cost card. Once I've played 6 resources, I keep every resource in hand until this is in play, basically. And then you start getting the value immediately upon playing it. So it's never really a bad top deck. I mean, it can still be, but it's unlikely to be, provided you remember that it's in your deck, basically. So yeah, just such, Verdict is just so good. Just does so much value. Even if you just get Daybreaks and Nightfalls, that alone can win you the game. So let's have a look here. So we've got Dead Eye, we've got a Flyer, we've got a Sentence, and we've got a Deed here. Obviously Iron Mob and Ringmaster, both very powerful wild cards. We've also got Crackling Bolt, very good Ruby card, but I'm going to go with the Radiant Servant, just good Flyer. Now, obviously, if I do end up with a Death Chant deck, which Blood Diamond obviously excels at, as you'll be able to read in my article, I just finished it today, so perhaps it'll be up shortly, but yeah, so you want to prioritize troops with, deploy or Deathcry effects to get the most value, but flyers are still important because that's one of the ways you can lose to evasion, so I'm happy to take this, and it's a good card as well. Plus, you can also be the aggressor, get enough aggressive cards yourself, you can just be the aggressor. But yeah, so hopefully, getting Sentence on the wheel will be fine, because again, Verdict is sweet. Even if you get a Daybreak, that's another trigger of your Death Chant, so it makes your opponent's choices harder when they have to pick a Verdict. But yeah, either of those on the wheel would be nice. Even a Brightburn Brave is okay. I've run those before. Just need to make sure you stay alive, as I was saying. Light of Day, fantastic pickup there, as it will synergize very well with the Death Chant. Lackey on the wheel would be really good. So that's what I want to get there. That's a Sapphire Eye, sadly. So even Charge Bot is okay, though. Again, you've got the extra charge. But yeah, so that's what I want to get on the wheel. But this is a fantastic pickup. So we're off to a great start. I still have the option of doing, like Sapphire Diamond or anything Diamond, really, obviously. So this is a great start. And we'll see how it goes from here. But very good. Diamond and Blood is still very, very strong. Before Kismet Drafts, in our 887 draft, Blood Diamond, in my opinion, is some of the strongest stuff you can do. So that's a very nice Grim Harvester. And Blood Diamond is still very strong in Kismet Draft, and one of the reasons for that is due to Death Chant, because there is just so much synergy available. You've got Dark of Night, Light of Day, Daybreak Diviner, Dusty, Into the Halls, you've got Decree of Banishing, you've got just, there's so much, what's some other good ones? So obviously you've got all the good troops, like we saw the Knight of Lackey, we saw the Dead Eye, there's Corpse Flies, there's Thought Collectors, there's Eventide Enders, Smokelore Rakers, Violence Attendant's fine, what else? Yeah, and then obviously in Diamond, as I said, you've got Decree of Banishing, you've got even Runic Track is fine, because it will turn into a constant temporarily. But yeah, and then you've got obviously Grim Harvester, you've got Twilight Revenant. Another Flyer is great. Even Grizzly is good, enter play, gets 3 health, early, anti-early aggro. or late game gain 5 health, so that's great, but another flyer is good there. But yeah, there's just so much synergy for Death Chant. I totally understand though that now that I've done said article, I'm going to decrease my odds of getting it. But that's fine. I've had some fun. Seeing these early sets is bringing back memories. So, Sappers is good. I could go for the Ice, but I'll take the Sappers. That's fine. Don't really care about Inquisition too much. Charge Hulk. Ooh, I do like Charge Hulk. This is a good 2-drop. There's a Sentence as well. I've already got a decent amount of 2-drops, but they are still important to get a good amount of them. I'll take this, I think. Yeah, why not? Because I might still not, Blood might not be that open, because the list doesn't count, alright? Because it's a Blood Diamond card, so Blood might not be open. So I will take that, and we'll keep waiting. We'll see what... Oh, it's getting a bit warm in my room. I might put my fan on, hopefully it doesn't make too much noise. Should be okay. Alright, there we go. So, nothing exciting here. I mean, I guess I can take this. I could also... I'm not a huge fan of this card. It's okay. Yeah, I'll take it. Not a huge fan of it, though. There's better 5-drops. So this is fine, but we want to get Death Chant, obviously. HexedHavoc, what are your thoughts on Siege? I mean, I hope they get a leaderboard up pretty quickly, because otherwise there's not... Well, maybe they haven't, they haven't talked about... Besides the bounties and stuff, right? There might be other incentives. Maybe there's rewards if your keep can defend for 10 opponents or something. Then you get rewarded or something like that. Sort of. There needs to be systems involved, in my opinion. That addition outside of just the bounties, right? And then a leaderboard would be nice, like showing keeps that have defended 22 times, and it's up the top, and then you've got this player's taken down, 15 different keeps, and all that sort of stuff. That would be cool. So there's the Lackey. That's great. So that's a good sign. That is a good sign. We still might even get another Sentence, and Sentence is a great card. I love Verdict. But yeah, so I think again they didn't really tell us about too much. I guess maybe there's been more information on the forums that I haven't seen. But yeah, I would hope for that type of stuff where we're getting leaderboards, we're getting extra incentives, extra rewards, maybe. But yeah, I think attacking... I mean, obviously with PvE and all the equipment and stuff, it might be super dirty, but there are infinite combo decks that you can do in Standard. Like, for example, Light 'em Up. And the AI is not going to be smart enough to really interact with that, at least it shouldn't be. Because, it would have to go, oh, that's a, what's the card called? The Spitfire. Oh, there's a Spitfire there, so now I need to, we've already... So it has to, it would have to have that process of, oh, there's a combo there I recognize, and that's a priority card to deal with, or there's a Light 'em Up, and this person's using, it's the AI I don't think is going to be smart enough, obviously, for that sort of shenanigans. But anyway, it'll be interesting to see. The Horde will sort of work like Leaderboard? Huh? What? Horde? What's going on? Oh, Modern's Gift. Corpse Slayer as well. I mean, I'll take the rare, but yeah, these are both good. Wouldn't mind both of those, but I don't really need this. If I'm getting my Death Chant, I might not get Death Chant, but I mean, it's got to be worth something, right? It's a good card. Whatever. Might not end up running it. If I get my Death Chance, I won't need to run it. Then again, it does put it into play, so might still end up running it, because you also get the major gem, which I can give flight. But yeah, what's this Horde floobs you're talking about? Whew. That is one of the best Sapphire cards. Oh well, we'll take an answer for it. Almost didn't see this there. These are both fine on the wheel. Dusty obviously is a combo with Death Chant. But yeah, that card's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. So we'll take that. We'll put that over there. Don't care for this guy. This pack is nothing special. Also don't care for this flyer. I'm just gonna deny a Blight Bush. Because whatever. How can you sort by bounty? You mean okay, yeah. Sure. I mean, I still think. Anyway, it's I guess. We'll see. Well, we'll hopefully get some more information soon. Maybe a look at it. That would be kind of cool. Like the developer stream maybe next. They didn't do a developer stream this week because they were working. Maybe next week we'll get one with them showing it off or something. Who knows? That would be kind of cool. But yeah, this is looking good. It's not looking as good as some of my crazy decks lately, but still got a lot of good cards, so I can't really complain. So 1-drop is okay, Ice is good. I mean, I like Bastion, but it's better 5-drops. Like the Dusty, if I get the Death Chant, is better. It's also 1 Threshold, so I'll take this, as I don't have one just yet. But yeah, still no Death Chant just yet. There's a kill, so that's great. Grab that. Haven't seen a single Darkspire Priestess, which is the ones you want. Like, I don't care for these unless I already have Darkspire Priestesses, like at least, say, 2. Or even 3, depending on the curve of my deck. Otherwise, I don't care about that card. But yeah, kill's good. But yeah, Darkspire Priestess. Like, I'm happy to just have Darkspire Priest. Don't need to have Punisher, technically. Boom. Could take this guy, it's fine. Could take a Spy, it's fine. But let's just deny the Blood Wild player, just because why not? Yeah, I'm gonna get enough playable, so I don't need to prioritize every pick to make sure I get a playable. It's just not necessary, especially in this format. There's just so many playables. You will often, depending on what colors you're going. Obviously, Blood Diamond is. I'm noticing now that I've been streaming Death Chance more, it's a lot more contested. But could take Sappers. Yeah, I'll take another Sappers. Yeah, if you're in an uncontested color, you'll end up with the possibility of a 60-card deck easily. Like I normally, when I'm not that contested, you can get your deck done by 2 packs easily. I've done that many times, but and then you're like, what do I cut? There's too many good things. So Kismet Draft is, just a lot of good cards. So yeah, just another Fluby pack. I'll just deny another good card from Wild. Whatever. Still looking fine. Sadly didn't get many Cruel Sentences from before. So I'm obviously not the only person in these colours. But that's expected. And even if we don't get a Death Chant, that's still fine. Deck's still going to be able to win, it's just not going to have a case of inevitability on its side, but Into the Halls can get things back. But yeah, Corpse Fly on the wheel, is it? 1, 2, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's great. Corpse Fly is a great card. Even if even if you don't get Death Chant, just having all the quality cards, the cards that are outstanding by themselves are what you obviously want to draft as much as possible. And we've got all that so far. Besides this, obviously, this needs something else. Another Cruel Sentence is a good pickup. I'm happy with that. So it's looking good. I've got a good anti-aggro. I can stop flyers, I can stop ground troops, I can stop, I got all this stuff here. And then I have some not much 3s actually. I normally have a lot more 3s, but we've got some removal and a fly down here. Let's sort of do that view there. So curve is actually looking pretty solid. We still want to fill up on the 2s, some more 3s, and then we're pretty much set. Still don't care about either of these. Let's deny the Ardent Officer, because why not? So what are you looking forward to it, Eggers? I'll take this guy, even if I might not run it. I might. I can actually get pretty decent aggression, but it's unlikely I do. So I do have 2 Sappers. I already got one of these. I doubt I would run more than one, I guess. So, and I still don't care about the Darkspire Punisher, but I guess I could end up with 2 Darkspire Priestesses. Then I might run it. So we'll take it, even though I could deny some stuff there if I wanted to. But denying obviously isn't needed, it's not important. If you do a draft like I'm doing now, and then you click to play straight away, you will quite often verse people from the draft, so that, you know, you do, if you've then denied, and then, you know, then it's fine to do so. But you don't have to. If you think, oh, you know what, I passed a lot of good stuff, didn't do much denial, I'll just queue later and flippity floops, type of thing. We'll get rid of that. Alright, so yeah, I'd like to make PvE decks. Cool. I've been meaning to update, well, I started updating my Arena Mill deck, but I haven't finished that yet. So there's a decent rare there with value. Speaking of Mill, right, you know, drop of Chaos. This on the wheel would be nice, but overall this pack is not really for me. This is okay if I had Death Chant, because then I could just get back at Flying Defender, but also not really needed since I have some flyers already. But yeah, take the value. Still no Death Chance, but again, we might not see it. But then, hey, on there, Kuro. We've got another Grim Harvey. We've also got a Dream, which would be decent on the wheel. All that, either of those on the wheel would be great. We got the Lackey, and we could bring in this guy to give it flight with this, but it's still rather loose with only a few 1-drops. Otherwise, you'll be in situations a lot of the times where you draw this, but you haven't got your 1-drops, and then you're like, well, I don't want to play it because I could. But then you know, it's silly to hold it. So you play it, you don't get much value. It's basically just a 3-drop 2/3 in a majority of situations. So Buccaneer, great card. But yeah, happy to get another Harvester. That's good. Will we get a Death Chant? Maybe. I worry that it's no good. For new players wanting to attack, yeah, that's a good point. So I'll take the easier to cast Repel, plus also it hits more things. Obviously it has downsides of its own. This has downsides in being double threshold as the main downside, and also technically can't kill everything, like can't kill this for example. Yeah, either would be fine here to pick, but I'm going to go for the Repel. And then even a Sappers on the wheel would be okay, because then I'd have 3, and then I'd definitely bring in a Welding Bot. Still wouldn't bring in both, because it is still a 6-drop. But I'd be happy to bring in 1. So yeah, Repel's good. Obviously the upside of Strangle as well is you get to be more offensive, because you can use it proactively, but I'm fine with doing it this way. So Spoil is fine, I don't care that much. Could deny Strands, could deny either of those. Let's deny the Chompy. Just because I do have, you know, Into the Halls and stuff, and, well, I might not be playing straight after the draft. Oh, see, I wish I had just one Death Chant. There's another great card that synergizes with Death Chant, so there's still a chance I get 1. Even 1 would be fine, because then you still, if you drag out the game, provided it's not, you know, right at the bottom of your deck or near to the bottom, provided that doesn't happen, then you still will have that value in the late game scenario, especially when you're Goot. You get back many troops all at once, especially when you've got things like, you know, well, if you get it late, you're probably not going to have, you know, several of these cards still, but oh wow, there's another Ferret. It's pretty crazy. So we're getting close to our 24 card deck. Provided we want to do 24, we might. We only have the 1 coin. If I had a lot more coins and stuff, I would definitely do 17. It's still not sure what I'll end up, because I do have some big things here that are worth ramping to. But I got double Sentence. I got a Lackey, decent anti-aggro, so I can probably get away with 16. I've lost a few games to Flood lately. You guys know how much I hate Floods. So. Another Sappers. There's a rare here. I am a dirty rare drafter, and I'm going to take it because I am a dirty rare drafter. I technically should be taking this because, again, I got these Welding Bots, but whatever. I don't need it. I'm still hoping I get, you know, something else, basically. Might be interesting. Eve Siege Defender could decide the format. Oh, wow. Look, there we go. Another Grim Harvester. That's 3 of them. It's pretty sexy. Boom. So yeah, it doesn't look like we're getting a Death Chant, but oh well. we still have incredible value from all the Verdict, and there's another one. So that's pretty damn nice. We've got 3 Verdicts right there. We've got Into the Halls, and we have some pretty solid cards. And a decent amount of removal. We've got Repel, Kill, Double Ferret, a Light of Day, and Double Sappers. And we even get this little Fluger on the wheel, but we're not going to run it. We'll still take it, we're not going to run it though. So this is probably my deck. You know, I can run 16 shards. Just because 3 Sentence, you know, decent anti-aggro. Oh, and I got the Creative Banishing as well. So, ooh, another one of those. Oh, actually, first one. So I maybe could get that in. Let's see. Could technically take out the Spy and bring it in if I'm against really good aggression. So probably fine. I maybe should keep it though. Yeah. I'll keep the Spy instead just because I've got enough 3s. And this is enough late game really. Just deny this guy. So I denied a lot of stuff from the blood potential wild and blood wild player. Excuse me. Ooh, I might actually run that. So that is something I might run instead of the Spy. It's another 2-drop. And like the, you know, because like obviously having a 1-drop is nice, but then you still have to, like, if you don't get it on 1, then it's basically might as well have been a 2-drop. Obviously you do have the ability to play, you know, a 2-drop and a 1-drop on like turn 3 and stuff. So, and that can be beneficial, but yeah, that 2-drop is worth running it instead. Now, I wouldn't mind having a Hunger in here, but I don't think I really need it. But I do also have a likely ability with all this Verdict to... You know what, I don't actually need the Dusted. We didn't get the Death Chance, so we can take out one of our high drops. We'll keep the Mordrum's Gift because that's very nice on several of my troops because I can give Flight. And I can get back Ferrets and stuff like that. It will be a dead card until, you know, I mean, I might just have to use it, you know, because I need, you know, it's good on the Dust Eater technically, but there's still, like, I don't have, you know what, I don't have many great targets for it. But even getting back a Corpse Fly would be fine. So now I could do, I could do a different Gemmy Gems. So I've got the choice of Flight and Speed. Could do that. Could do the Abomination. I think I might do the Abomination because I have a decent amount of flyers. Nah, we'll do Flight because if I do it on a Ferret in a late game scenario, it might be the way in which I win. So what am I doing here? Champion Power. I have a lot of 2-drops. Could just go Elijah here. Yeah, getting back Servant is fine. Lackey, yeah, there's enough there. So I think Elijah is what I'll go here. So yeah, let's change that to Flight and Swift Strike. So yeah, let's just do an 8-8. No, actually not. Let's not do that. Let's do a 9-7 because I have Into the Halls. And that is something you want to play it, you know, like not necessarily on 3, but you want to have your double diamond on 3, so that way you could potentially play it on 4 plus the shard in the same turn. And that way you start getting your value immediately and you're not, you know, having to use shards with this in your hand and, you know, obviously then you're sad. So we'll do that. We'll hit save over here and we'll save Liberty Flumes. That is pretty much the draft there. I'm happy with that. Sadly no Death Chant, but got some good stuff still. Triple Harvester, some flyers, a lot of Verdict value. So I got the hunger in there. Wait a sec, did I do this right? Yeah. So what did I take out for the hunger? I took out... it doesn't really matter. Dusty, yeah, I didn't need it technically. So yeah, that's the end of that draft. And I'm gonna, you know what? I haven't actually had dinner, so I guess I'll have some food. Maybe watch some more Travelers. I started watching that again. It's a show you might have heard of about time travelers, or yeah, sort of about time travelers. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to stream the draft there. I will not play it just yet, but so maybe I'll stream tomorrow and do the actual games. But yeah, so that's it. So thank you for watching, and take care and have a great night. Flippity floobs.